Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel that brings you everything old school related. And today we are playing, I'm not playing actually. Today we are hosting Beastie Bas and Michael Parler. They are playing the Tournament 56 final. And it is a very explosive final, I will say. It's very back and forth with the removal and the burn and the aggro, so it's a very interesting match. But before we go into that, this is the point system that is on the screen. It is the Atlantic 93-94 rule set. It is a non-proxy friendly format, but you are allowed Collector's Edition, International Edition and so forth, and you're allowed up to 10 points, which are on the screen now. So really interesting matchup here today, guys. Obviously you saw me in the last video make the top 16 with mono black budget, and here Beastie Bas has sent me the recording with Michael Parler's blessing, and I know Michael Parler's eager for me to commentate on this video as well, because I've reached out to him. So it's going to be an interesting match really, but don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe obviously to see future content, and just want to say thanks for all the feedback recently. It's been much appreciated. Alright, I'm kind of losing my voice, so we'll try and do this video as quickly as possible. Alright, I'll see you in the Decktech pictures in just a sec. So this is Beastie Bas's deck. He's very, very explosive. So you've got the Savannah Lions, the Javelineers, the White Knights, and the Serendibs, as well as one of Sarah Angel for your creature package. You got the points in Ancestral Recall, Time Walking, Free Factory, a 1 of Falling Star, as well as a 1 of Fireball, 2 Disenchant, 4 Psionic Blast, 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Chain. So it's ready to deal quite a lot of damage to the face. Obviously we'll still talk about sideboarding after the first game, but a very interesting package here. It's interesting that he's only gone for 2 Disenchant. Normally 3 or 4 of, but he's only gone for 2. Decided to go for more burn, just to try and get the game over and done with. So yeah, a really good sweet deck here. So yeah, let's look at Michael Parler's deck. So Michael hasn't actually pointed his, but he's obviously got Free Factory there. He has a Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, so I presume there are his points. And obviously the library as well. He's actually playing Charizard, or whatever, however you pronounce it. It's actually where you actually play a sub game of Magic, and it's used in quite aggressive builds because you end up winning that sub game pretty quickly because of all the burn and but with the sub game, I believe you actually take life total off your opponent's life. I'll just read Charizard out, but this was the premise of what someone built. So they say here that it's most efficient in white creature decks like White Knight, Order of Lightbearer, and so forth, and Serendibs, and it works really well with the draw engines like Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, and so forth. And basically you're able to play a sub game, and if you win that sub game, obviously your opponent's life diminishes. It's basically like an extra burn spell, they're trying to say. So it's an interesting card here. I've never really seen it being used, but we'll try and navigate the best we can through this particular card, because if he does play it, it's going to be potentially prolonging the game, and I've never actually come across or commentated on this card before, so it's going to be very interesting. We'll talk about sideboarding obviously after the first game, but very similar decks here. The only thing I will say is he hasn't got the Fireball in the main, he hasn't got the Falling Star. He's got a little bit less burn because obviously he's not playing the 4 Psionic Blast. He's only playing a 3 Chain as well, so a little bit less burn, a few more creatures in Michael's deck. So it's going to be interesting. Alright, let's see how things develop here with Beastie Bas and Michael then. I've had the pleasure of playing against Michael in a few friendly games when I first started playing Xpoints. Haven't really met each other in a tournament yet, but super cool guy, and we had about 5 or 6 games. So, like I said, really nice guy, and thanks for sharing the video here, both of you. So, really like Beastie Bas's playmat. Looks like an ATOG. Okay, Beastie Bas unfortunately has the mulligan, so we're actually going to fast forward here. Alright, let's hope he can keep this hand. Not too sure who's on the play here actually. Might be Beastie, if I remember rightly. I can't remember. But obviously mulliganing to 6 in the final is not ideal. Alright, so he is... Oh god, okay. Michael starts off with a lower here. That is very bad news. I think he's just trying to sort out the glare on the screen. Alright, so lower for Michael. That is bad news for Beastie Bas. Oh. Having a few technical issues by the looks of it. Okay. So Michael's back. Alright, Javelin here. He's just going to have to throw out his creatures here and try and finish off Michael fairly quickly by the looks of it. If Michael's able to draw lots of cards here, it could be... Oh my god, okay. Bolt for Javelin here. Terrible start for Beastie Bas here. He has to fight through this lower. Right, Javelin here. Oh, and a line. That's 3 power on the battlefield. It's pretty good. He's going to draw for that lower. Plateau, by the looks of it. Takes a damage. He's going to play a white knight. Alright, Volcanic Island. He's going to bolt the white knight and he's going to crash him for free. So, putting some pressure on here and a white knight. Blimey, okay. That's really good. Really good here. Okay. So draw for the lower. He's got 5 power on the battlefield. That's pretty good. Trying to fight through this lower the best way you can. Oh, disintegrate on the knight. Does take a damage in for his troubles. So he's now going to crash down to 11 because of 3 power on the battlefield. So he's on 11. Another white knight. So Beastie Bas is putting on the pressure here. He's all that low and he's drawing cards like a madman. So, alright, Volcanic Islands. Bolt for the Javelin here. Interesting. Okay. And a Siren Dib. Siren Dib is going to keep these 2 creatures back. Oh, but he's got swords for the... Blimey, massive glare here from the sun. Nice and sunny where Michael is. Alright, so he's going to swords a white knight. He's doing quite well getting rid of Beastie Bas's creatures here. Plays a spinal line of his own. Alright. So he's going to attack for 2 here, Beastie Bas. Interesting. Things are not looking good here though. Don't know how many cards Michael has. I think he's got 6 by the looks of it, so... Oh god, okay. He's just passing backwards and forwards now, Beastie. Oh, and he's at lower range already. Oh no. Michael... Oh, and he plays the factory. Michael looks like he's pulling ahead now. Beastie Bas threw out a lot of his threats already. He's only got 1 or 2 cards in hand. Could be taking 4 damage next turn. Oh, it looks like he's passing. This is not looking good for Beastie Bas in all fairness. Okay, no, he is going to chain the... Oh, but Michael could chain back. He could chain back if he wants to. No, decides not to. Fair enough. Right, attacks for 2. So he's actually at 18, not 19. I'll crack him for 2 again. Up to 16. He's got him at 17, I'm not too sure. I think he's at 16. Unless he gained a life or something. I know, he's at 16 now, good. Beastie Bas needs to draw something relevant here. The burn would be nice. He has those 12 spells, so... Oh, discards planes. Oh, Ancestral Recall's good. Very good. Wow. Okay. Gets him back in the game here. Plays a land. Time Walk. Oh, and it's Javelin here. But he's only got 2 cards left. Maybe the Ancestral Recall wasn't that good. Alright, attack for 1. Put him to 8. Yep. Down to 8 he goes. 3 for a dib. Pass for 2. Beastie Bas is keeping a record of his cards quite nicely here. Swords on the dib, unfortunately for him. He's going to gain some life though. Going to chain on the... Is he going to chain back? Going to chain back, I think. Yeah, he's going to chain back. Put it down to 5 or 6 even. I thought he was at 8, but maybe not. Alright, and Savannah Lion. Is he going to take a damage? Oh, he's going to take a damage from the City of Brass, so living life on the edge. Maybe he just wants to try and finish the game as quickly as possible. Alright, on top. Could attack for 4 here. Yep. Goes down to 10. Land and pass. Blimey. Beastie Passage was absolutely nothing. You do not want to see 9 land on the battlefield. Alright, and he's going to attack for 5 here. This could be over next turn if Beastie don't draw something relevant. Oh, factory, okay. Alright. Should go for an alpha swing here. Oh, okay. He's actually dead. Because he's just... Oh, could have popped up the other factory though. Oh, he's got a disenchant. Alright, and then he's going to pump up the factories, so... Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's go to sideboarding then. We didn't see any Charizard, or whatever it's called. So... Alright, let's go to sideboarding. So... We've seen a few dips there from Michael, so he's most probably going to be bringing in the Red Elemental Blast here. Control magics look quite good. The only problem with that is if Michael brings in Red Elemental Blast, but you know, he could blast his Beastie Bas' control magic for 4 mana here. I do think the Falling Star is very useful for Beastie Bas. Michael's got quite a few low toughness creatures. Black Vice could be useful against the library. The Spirit Links on Michael's dips could be good. So it's going to be interesting to see how Beastie Bas sideboards here. So be interesting. Anyway, let's look at Michael's sideboard. So Michael has a Falling Star. Looks very good. Earthquake looks pretty decent. Red Elemental Blast, like I said earlier, could be useful for Michael here. Has the more burn in the sideboard here with the Psionic Blast, so they could be useful. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things unfold here. But obviously, Michael having that lower in the first game was kind of backbreaking for Beastie Bas. He tried his best to fight through it, but unfortunately, it was no good. So. Anyway, let's move on to game number 2, guys. Alright. Let's see how we do here. Michael's already shuffled. He's drawn a 7. Beastie Bas is currently... Oh, God. Can't even do it. Currently shuffling. Alright. So... And then he is just piling and counting up the cards and then shuffling, obviously. Some people out there are rule mongers. Like to pick on people's shuffling. But as you can see, Beastie Bas is shuffling after doing so. And you always give your opponent the option to ask which pile he would like on top. As you cannot shuffle, obviously, over webcam. Your opponent's deck, at least. Let me speak properly. Alright, so. Looks like they could both keep an opening 7 here, so that's good news for both players. Don't really like to mulligan in finals, if I'm honest. I've done it plenty of times, unfortunately. Alright, White Knight. Sees Swords to Plowshares. And he plays a Javelin here. Alright, City, signed City. Nice, Michael. Alright, Bolt on the Javelineer here. Well, that token can be, or the counter can be massively relevant. Deals with a Savannah Lion. Right, White Knight here. That first strike is massively relevant. Fights against the Savannah Lion pretty well. Attacks for 2. Beastie Bas goes down to 18. Right, Dib here. Pass the turn. Alright. A bolt on the White Knight. White Knight down. Beastie's struggling for land a little bit here. That's problematic. He's got the fire land. That's good. That Serendib is holding the Lion back though. He can't really do much about it unless he wants to attack and try and bolt it or something after combat. Oh, more Side Blast. That's pretty good. Has he got a red elemental blast here, Michael? Nope. So Beastie Bas takes 2. Michael takes 2. He's still on 20 though. Oh, another dib. Oh my god. They just keep coming. Right, dib of his own. 4 cards, pass. Oh, what's this? Swords on the dib. Does gain 3 life. Dib attacks, puts him down to 16. Right, Lion from Michael. Really interesting final. Really interesting final here. Don't know how this mono black would have fared against these two, but would have been interesting. Alright, red elemental blast for the dib. Oh, fights back with a blue elemental blast. Oh no. Beastie Bas just keeps losing these exchanges at the moment. Alright. Michael's on 17. He's going to attack it for 3. Put Beastie to 13. Beastie is still struggling for those lands. He still hasn't got to the 4th one yet. Oh, here we are. 4th land. Alright. White Knight. Is Beastie going to attack with the Lion, I wonder? Yes, he is. He's going to trade. Fair enough. Alright, dipped. Puts Michael down to 16. Crashes in for 3. Goes to 10. Beastie can swing in for 4 here, though. Put down to 12. But at the moment Michael is winning this fight. There's some argument for stripping the plateau here. Get rid of him for red mana, but... Alright. Wow. Sarah Angel. Wow. Alright. Oh, but he Side Blast straight away. He goes down to 12. Goes down to 11. Cracks in for 3. He goes down to 7. Blimey, it's so fast. Alright. Beastie's not going to win this race, I don't think. Not at the moment. Can swing with the factory though. If he swings with the factory, puts him down to 7. Basically 6 life because of the dib. But I don't know what's in Beastie's hand, so I can't really make any judgments on what he does here. Oh. Fireball for... Oh, he deals with the Lion Dib, cracks in for 2. Puts him down to 9. Right, Michael draws. Alright, Lion Dib. And a pass. Oh, is it a pass? No, it's not. Michael thought about something then, but decided not to. Another factory. Michael, Beastie Bas is just thinking about damage here. Maybe he's thinking about swinging him in the factory. Try and get 2 damage across the line. Potentially. He knows he's going to lose this race, so... If he takes 2 here, he's going to take 1 to the dib. He's thinking about it. Michael seems deep in thought here, actually. Is he thinking about blocking the White Knight? BC has a burn spell. Could lose his dib. Doesn't block with the... Alright, he does block. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, Falling Star on the 7 deep. Is he gonna... Alright. Yep. It's a hit. So, Beastie Bas is fighting his way back here. Both on 7. Oh, he's gonna side blast BC here. He goes down to 3. Michael's up 4. Okay. Now South down to 3. So bolt him and disintegrate him. Oh my god. All that burn. All that burn. Oh my god. Alright. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they sideboard here, because I think they do actually reveal their sideboards, but the game just goes super fast. I thought Beastie Bas was getting back into it at the end there, but Michael just had a little bit too much firepower. So I think Michael gets rid of the Charizards, actually, or however you pronounce it. Wheel of Fortune, Chaining, Time Twister. So yeah, it's interesting. Then Michael brings in the one of Red Elemental Blast, the Earthquake, Psy Blast, another Red Elemental Blast, Blue Blast, Psy Blast, and what else? What's the 7th card, I wonder? Oh, and the swords. Okay. And BC brings in the... Alright, let's pause it. So BC took out the Disenchants, the 4 chains, and the planes. And he brought in 2 Red Elemental Blast, 2 Spirit Link, Control Magic, and a Falling Star. And interesting that he took out a planes there, because he was struggling for land for a little bit. So that may have been the cause for him struggling so much in the second game. Just couldn't hit the 4th land for quite a long time. But, you know, the sideboard choices look pretty solid from both players. Yeah, Michael brought in a lot more burn with the 2 Psy Blasts. Interesting to see that no blue elemental blasts were brought in by Beastie Bas there. Interesting. Alright, well, I hope you liked the video there, guys. Give the video a like if you like it. Subscribe to see future content. Like I said, Beastie Bas, thank you for sending me this video, and thank you, Michael, for letting Beastie Bas record this match. So, well done, Michael, for winning the tournament 56. Big congratulations, and also congratulations to Beastie Bas for making the final. It's quite an accomplishment. So, well done, well done. All right, guys. Well, I hope to see you in future videos. You take care, and bye-bye. Now, if you like the work that I do and the videos that I provide, think about subscribing to the channel, and have a great day. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.